What's up, fellas? Have you guys ever wondered how to take this and turn it into this? If you have, that's what I'm doing today. Beer battered halibut tostadas, homemade pico de gallo that's super secret, and homemade refried beans that are cooked in beer. My name is Yanni, this is Fisherman's Belly, and if you want to become a better fish cook, subscribe now, click the bell icon so you won't miss a thing. Alright, let's get cooking. So the first thing we're going to do is not drink this beer because we need this beer for the beer battered halibut. But I'm going to shove this beer into the freezer because I want it ice cold for the batter. One of the ways that you can ensure that your batter stays nice and fluffy and light is making sure that your batter is ice cold. Once I do that, I'm going to start tackling the pico de gallo, and believe me, hold on, this is going to be a very, very special pico de gallo. Here we go. Okay, I need to dice up my tomatoes. Alright, and there's the tomatoes. The next item is a cucumber. First we're going to split it in the middle. And we're going to get rid of all the seeds. Because these seeds have a lot of moisture and we don't want additional moisture in our pico de gallo. And I want to make the dice the same size approximately as the tomato, right? Keep everything nice and uniform, make it look good. Scooper upper, here we go. Okay, next we're going to go after my fresh garden cilantro. I like to bundle this up in my hand and then give it a nice chop. Curling my fingers so I don't chop my fingers off. This is what we're going to do. So in here, I've got my cilantro, I've got my diced up cucumber, I've got my diced up tomato. So far so good. I am going to make the juice, the lime juice that typically goes in here, in a separate container because I'm going to add chipotle, chopped up chipotle. I'm going to, of course, add limes. And then I am going to add, here we go, a tablespoon of honey. The honey will offset this chipotle. And believe me, it's just going to work magic in this pico de gallo. Okay, first we're going to start off with the limes. Wow. Okay. Lime juice. Here we go. Okay, now I'm not adding it into this container because it would be difficult to mix all these liquids in here. It's better to mix them in this container, mix them all up, and then pour it on top. I'm going to make you guys good fish cooks, whether you like it or not. Now I'm going to grab one chipotle. Of course, what is a chipotle? A chipotle is a jalapeno that's been allowed to ripen on the vine. They turn red, they smoke them, and then they let them sit in a special adobo sauce. And one of these days I'll make a homemade adobo sauce and teach you guys that, but not today. Alright, so we're going to take this chipotle. You've seen me do this before. Okay, let's get this chipotle on the knife. There we go. And into the lime juice. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, now for the magic ingredient, the honey. You talk about complex flavors, here we go. Into there. And I want some oregano. Aha! Oregano. Perfect. Okay, so here we go. There she goes. Okay. Oh man, look how gorgeous that looks. Jeez. So this is done, and this goes in the refrigerator. We're gonna use our special Whammerdine mandolin from Amazon. I love this thing. And I wanna cut up my cabbage fine. As fine as I can. Let's see. Oh, perfect. Look at that. That's perfect. Perfect. Wow. Okay. All right, you guys. The next part of the creation of these tostadas. Grapeseed oil into a frying pan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you guys how to take these king-size corn tortillas and create your own homemade tostadas. And like I said, I don't know why I share all my secrets with you guys, but I do. So what I need is the tostadas. I've got my frying pan with the oil. I need some paper towels, and I'll show you why. All right, so let me get the flame on over here. Now you've seen me do this before. I always heat up my corn tortillas on an open flame. First of all, you have to do this because they have to get softened so you can work with them. But even more important than that is the color and the caramelization they get. You know, we all eat with our eyes, and our asbestos fingers, by the way. And so my corn tortillas have always got that little dark brown, black colors. You'll see it through all of my tacos and my tostadas. And oh, by the way, if you need more fish tacos or fish tostada recipes, right up here is a playlist that gives you access to my greatest recipes. So like I was saying, see this beautiful color here? We all eat with our eyes. So even before someone takes a bite, they're gonna look at this and go, oh my God, I know it's gonna be good. Now we're gonna start dropping these one by one into the frying pan. Hold on. Okay, it's sizzling. Check this out. Okay, flip it over. Oh, look at that color. Oh man. Along with the initial color that we gave it, oh man. And we want this to stiffen up. Open up my napkin. This is a cool little trick. You want to get that excess oil off. There's that. Okay, right there. And play patty cake with it, just like that. Okay? Wow. Then, I'm going to take just this little sprinkle of salt and put some salt on. Okay, so this one's ready. Time to put another one on. Okay, so here's the first one. There we go. Okay, so it's time to keep going. Oh my God, oh wow. Okay, right there. Okay, kind of pat that. Just like that, that's all it needs. I'm gonna have just a tad of salt. Boom. Okay, this is the last one. Boom, we're done. All right, gang, so remember, we're making tostadas. Traditionally, the very first thing that goes on a tostada is beans, refried beans. I'm gonna teach you guys exactly how to do that. We're gonna make refried beans from black beans. I prefer black beans over pinto beans for a number of reasons, but there's more antioxidants. Black beans are healthier. In general, the darker your vegetables, the darker your foods, blueberries, raspberries, black beans, they're more healthier for you. So we're gonna fry up dark black beans. So I've got some oil, and I took most of that oil off that we used for our tostadas. I left a little thin layer here, and now I've got some diced up onions. In they go. So I'm teaching you guys how to make refried beans here. A little pinch of salt, boom. A little pinch of pepper. Awesome. Let these saute just a little bit. Yeah, the onions look done. They've sweated out. They're perfect. Okay, time to add the beans. Here we go. So normally I do this with olive oil, but grapeseed oil is just as healthy. So that's what I use to fry up the tortillas. That'll be fine. Okay, let me grab my seasoning salt. And here's a touch of that seasoning salt. Perfect on the beans. Wow. All right. So I'm going to let this sit and simmer, and in the meantime we're going to start working on the halibut. Okay, I'm prepping my halibut. Okay, I don't want the pieces too big. They have to fit on the tostada. Always keep that in mind. I have some halibut recipes on my website, fishermansbelly.com. So if you go to fishermansbelly.com and you look up recipes by fish in the halibut section, I've got a few halibut recipes that are pretty good. Go check them out if you have a chance. So here's my beer out of the freezer. Before I start making this beer batter, I'm going to add some beer to the beans. Yes, indeed, beer beans. There we go. For flavor, and it needs a little bit of liquid, right? Because we're going to mash them up. These these beans are perfect. Look at this. Okay, they're just watery enough, these beer beans. So I'm going to smash them. That's what refried beans are. That's exactly what we want. Look at that. Look at that. If you need any of the ingredients or kitchen gadgets or equipment that I'm using for today's recipe, use our Amazon links down below. And if you haven't signed up for Amazon Prime, what are you waiting for? It's about $8 a month. We use it. 2-day free delivery, discounted items, not to mention HBO. Using our Amazon links is a great way of supporting Fisherman's Belly, and we thank you for that. Time to get back. Okay gang, it's time to make the beer batter. I've got a new pot of oil getting heated up. I've cut up my halibut. And by the way, a big shout out to Tony Park again. Him and his team, Team Sewer, they've been hustling, catching halibut all winter long. And if you guys want to learn some of their tips and techniques for catching halibut, go to the Fred Hall Show in Long Beach, and I think they're going to be in San Diego as well. They're going to be doing some seminars, so go to the website, find out exactly when Tony Park and Team Sewer are going to be doing their seminars on halibut fishing. Go to that seminar. I'm telling you, they will share their techniques, and they are very successful at catching halibut. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take about a cup of flour and put it into the dredging pan. Because we're going to take our halibut strips and dredge them in flour, and then we're going to put them in our beer batter, and then they're going to go into the frying pan. All right, so I'm going to take a cup of flour. This is just general all-purpose flour. All right. Okay. Then I got the ice-cold beer that I haven't drank. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Okay, I'm going to go with a cup of beer and a pinch of salt, some cracked black pepper, just a pinch of seasoning salt. Put that back in my rack. The whisk, all right? And now I'm going to start pouring this beer in. I'm going to whisk it so I don't have any lumps. And I'm going to keep an eye on the thickness. If I need more beer or less beer, I'll use it. I don't want it too thick, and I don't want it soupy either. I'm getting close. Check this out. So just take your time, be patient, make sure you get all the lumps out of the flour. That looks really close, really close. We have a little bit of beer left over, maybe for sipping, but there's no sense in putting the rest of this beer in. Remember, you got to cook with your eyeballs. That's great, that's great. And ice cold, that's exactly how we want it. Okay, let's go over to the stove and start cooking. Oh my God. Okay, the moment we've all been waiting for. Okay, here we go. Halibut. into the flour. And 4 strips here. Okay. Okay, ready? Okay. From the flour into the batter. Into the nice cold batter. Shake these guys off. Shake this off. Boom. Alright, and now from the batter into the hot oil. Alright, I'm going to use my tongs. Oh boy, we're cooking with gas. Oh boy. Wow. Whenever you're frying, don't walk away from the frying station. That's about the color we're looking for right there, right there. Oh my God, look at this. And see the beer batter? You can see how it's crisping up and fluffy. That's because it's ice cold. That's the secret. Oh, I can start to smell the halibut. Oh my God, okay, wow. Whenever you smell food, you're getting close to it being done. This one's done. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, you guys, here's another tip. You always want to try and grab these little bits that are left in the oil because they'll continue to cook and they'll burn and then they'll impart a bad taste into our beer battered halibut. We don't want that. God, that's perfect. Look at that. Perfect. Oh my God. Okay. All right, gang. This, as you know, is my favorite time. This is called assembly time. Refried black beans cooked in beer. Halibut, beer battered halibut, homemade tostadas. Pico de gallo with chipotle and honey. Oh my God. And our cut up really fine cabbage. I'm gonna start putting these together. Come in closer and take a look. All right, so we're gonna take a tostada and we're gonna take some beans, right? Lather them up here. Now remember, look at all this halibut. That was 1 pound of halibut. Thank you, Tony. Next, a chunk of halibut. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. Okay, next, little bit of cabbage here and there. Oh my God. And then next, oh, look at this. Oh, let me put this on the plate. I can tell this might get messy. Oh my God, okay. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. There we go, fellas. That's what all this work is all about. Listen. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can keep up to date with every new recipe I come up with. Thanks so much for being here today, and we'll see you guys on the next one.